From a brand new tallest and fastest roller coaster to a brand new look for an old one. To an entirely different reworked and refurbished area that's been in dire need of it. And the most exciting of all, brand new toilets. Thorpe Park have somehow done a money glitch this year and they've just gone berserk with investment, because my god, there's so much going on at this place. But yes, welcome to another video like I've done previously, where I discuss everything new coming to a theme park in the UK in 2024, and this time it's Thorpe Park. Call it ENCTUP if you want. The jokes need to stop, we have a lot to go through. I mean, after all those years, we're getting a brand new roller coaster there. 12 years it's taken. I was 7 when the Swarm opened. That's crazy. So if you do go on to enjoy this update video and you want to see another one maybe for Alton Towers or something, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And 1,000 likes and I will make that Alton Towers Everything New in 2024 video. Thank you. So, Thorpe Park then, as much as at the start I did joke about, oh, it's been 12 years since a new coaster. But lo and behold anyway, it's been ages since anything major's happened there. For the past however long, the newest thing there, the biggest thing would be a brand new Fright Nights maze or that thing even. But I'm happy to say that in 2024, we're getting a lot of major new upgrades and new stuff. And you know, a lot of theme parks seem to leave their new investments as secrets that we're going to unveil on the day when we get in there. So why do we know all this? Well, Thorpe Park seem to be the only theme park in existence that are being extremely open about everything going on at the park over close season on their socials. And we love that. They post various photos to do with what is going on. So we're going to use them to showcase what's going on. And first of all, we're going to start with something that seems to be the least important thing happening across the park, but technically it's probably quite important. The toilets are being redone. Pretty much most of the toilet facilities around the park have been completely flushed out. Do you get it? And then they've refurnished them and repaired them to look beautiful once again. And I think they're mainly going for the same vibe that the dome toilets have now, because they redid them and they look very modernistic, so it's probably a similar thing going across the board. Anyway, toilet talk over. Along with flushing out the inside of the toilets, they're also flushing out the inside of the shops. Various images have been posted of like all the shelves being taken off and sort of the entire inside of it being completely refurbished. And one thing they've been needing to do for a long time is, no, not remove Slammer, although they need to still do that. It is that they have needed to remove that slide at the end of I'm a Celebrity, as it used to be known, for ages. It just looks like a liminal space when you look at it. Look, it looks like it leads to the back room, but after being out of use for like 5 or 6 years, that's finally going. And they're even updating some queue lines with some brand new screens that are going to tell you how to load and how to offload from the ride, so it makes it a bit quicker, I guess. They've ripped out Tidal Wave's bridge to have a complete overhaul. They've removed various stalls around the Tidal Wave area so you can see it better. Look at that beautiful, oh my god, that's a massive wave. And they are still yet to get that fire effect working. I pray one day. So far, there has been a lot of needed updates. But now, we're moving on to what I like to call the paint segment. Because if Thorpe Park do have unlimited budget, they seem to be spending it all on just paint. To start off with, Vortex and Rush are getting slight repaints, you know, just sort of touching up on their colours, making them look a lot more vibrant and more standy-outy on the skyline. Most of the coasters around the resort have been jet washed, and that's not paint. Why am I mentioning it? That's not paint. That can't be part of the paint segment. Stealth is seeing a lovely repaint of its station and entrance area, and one major repaint is Samurai. Now with Vortex and Rush, they are painting them the same colour as they already are. Move over to Samurai, they're changing it back to its old original colour scheme. Because if you didn't know, Samurai used to be at Chessington. Fun fact of the day that you probably already know. But back when it was at Chessington, it used to look like this, red and grey sort of colouring, and oh my god, it looks so cool. And then it moved to Thorpe Park and they decided to paint it blue, yellow and red. It just looked really weird. But as much as that colour scheme I've grown to love slightly, this new one that they're putting back on from the old is going to look so much better, especially now it's next to Saw and Hyperia. It's going to fit in perfectly. Red, grey, black, menacing it will be. And that is definitely an unneeded thing that they didn't really need to do. And they've gone and done it. So bravo Thorpe Park. But is that the biggest repaint at the park happening? No, because oh boy, let me tell you about the ride opposite it. For years and years, enthusiasts nationwide have been saying, oh, Colossus, it needs a repaint, or it needs to go back to its prime colours, it needs new trains. Well, some of those are coming true, not the train, sadly. But the ride has been repainted, and it is being repainted as we speak. Unless you're watching this anytime past 5 PM. It is finally going back to that original colour of the teal blue and beige yellow supports, and oh my god, already it looks so much nicer than before. Here, take a look. Look at it when it first opened, right here. Right, looks so nice. Then about a year ago, looks horrendous, and now it looks exactly like it did before. Again. Now, they did say that there is a planned retracking to happen on this, and it's going to happen where the paint hasn't been put on yet. So sadly, the Cobra roll and stuff, that's staying as it is. That was probably the roughest part, but oh well, it looks really nice. And they've also put some new systems on it and stuff that will make the ride run a lot smoother, and hopefully the operations will improve. That change was a bit more needed, but again, bravo Thorpe Park. And after all of that, we come to the second biggest thing coming to Thorpe Park in 2024, and that is an actual new area. Angry Birds Land used to separate the rest of Amity from Amity Speedway, and it used to be this really weird divide of really out-of-date 2015 birds, and it's needed to be replaced for many years, and finally it is being replaced. Big Easy Boulevard is going to be what goes in its space, although it is just a reskin, but it looks a lot better. They're very Mardi Gras New Orleans look, if you catch my drift. The Dodgems now look like a gas station, and the cars look like proper Dodgem cars now. Brilliant stuff. The 4D cinema looks a whole lot nicer and way more like an actual cinema, although I do pray that one time I go in there, I don't know what the film's going to be, but go in there and Angry Birds 4D still starts playing. And Detonator is not a bomb anymore, but now firework theme. But yes, this new area is a very, 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 very good investment. Very. And my god, is it needed. Like I said, that game died in about 2015, and it was still at Thorpe Park in 2023. How's that happened? Now, of course, I have saved the best new thing coming to the park this year till last, and that is the now UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia. And this thing will definitely be one of the best coasters in Europe, let alone the UK. If you somehow prefer Rita to this thing when this opens, something is severely wrong with you. The ride's going to feature lap bars, have 2 inversions, one of which is the tallest inversion in Europe. There'll be a massive 236-foot drop with a near miss that looks almost illegal. Loads of airtime, this insane outer bank hill followed by a crazy longed out stall inversion. And that outer bank inversion is actually deemed a world's first one-of-a-kind twist by Thorpe Park. There had to be a world's first in there somewhere. What were we expecting? There's even a splashdown that I beg works more than the tidal wave fire did, and 2 more mad looking hills to finish off. It looks mental. And the problem is about this coaster is I've talked about it so much, and I would happily do it even more. This thing is just going to be the best coaster in the country. There's no debate. Unless, again, you think Rita's better. What is wrong with you? It's a very stupid question, but what are you most excited for this year at Thorpe Park? Leave it in the comments below and make sure you subscribe. Good morning.